from Julie Gillis of Austin, Texas. Hi, my name is Julie Gillis, and I am an Austin resident and a Texas native. Donna Dukes is my representative, and Kirk Watson is my senator. My mother was born in 1928, and her childhood was marked by the Great Depression, World War II, and FDR's policies that helped America come back from economic devastation. She also witnessed massive social change in the 60s social justice movement she was adamantly for, but also the pill. Prior to the pill, people did indeed have sex, lots of it, to hear her tell it. Back then, unmarried women couldn't get the pill on their own, and even married women had to get clearance from the husband so her doctor could prescribe it. She was overjoyed at the pill and abortion rights because she recognized that women's bodies belonged to them and access to reproductive services meant freedom. She had Alzheimer's the last 10 years, and so she's been shielded from the backlash on women. She'd have been horrified to see the chipping away at Planned Parenthood, sex education in the schools, and the influence of the religious right on reproductive rights. She'd also have tied that chipping away directly to the desire to have a permanent poverty class, a kind of economic slavery class and destruction of our economic safety. She'd have been ashamed of our elected officials for allowing this to happen, hell, for encouraging it. She would have said that people who are poor and kept from education wind up being desperate. They take bad jobs because that's all there is. They find themselves trapped in marriages or pregnancies. The poverty class keeps itself locked in because there aren't policies in place to help. That being said, she, like me, would probably want to see abortion rates drop. Abstinence only doesn't work because we've got 11 billion people on the planet. People like sex. Sex is a good thing. It's such a good thing that I helped produce a storytelling series about it. Smart, funny, risky stories about the human condition and sexuality. If you want to reduce abortion, take my advice and follow these 3 steps. 1, teach everyone about how their bodies work. Comprehensive, age-appropriate sex ed is a moral issue and a human right. Education is power. Don't deny people education. 2, offer many varieties of easily accessible, low-cost birth control options. Don't chip away at Planned Parenthood. Make sure there are even more. Access is power. Don't deny people access. Make sure a social safety net is in place, filled with unions, workers' rights, fair wages, fair and ethical bank practices, health services, state-funded daycare services, insurance, and more, so that those finding themselves pregnant who want to proceed with the pregnancy have resources. Resources are power. Don't deny people resources. I fully expect all of those points to be rebuffed with anti-choice tropes about loving babies and loving women. What a strange kind of love. A strange love to refuse to teach people about sex and put myths of purity on young girls. A strange love to force women to keep babies inside them that are wanted but dying and causing trauma for the mother. A strange love to ask rape victims to have a vaginal probe inserted inside them against their will. That's not love. That's sickness. But then it's not about love, is it? It's about economics and a perpetual poverty class, and about keeping power from those that have the right to it. Do the right thing for Texas women. We won't back down. From Nicole Goad, Austin, Texas. There's a popular bumper sticker that says, "I'm not from Texas, but I got here as fast as I could." That's me. Coming from rural Louisiana, I've always heard how great Texas is. And now that I'm here, I feel as if it's a place in which I could truly blossom. Our economy is strong. Our unemployment is lower than national averages, and even our housing market is up. We're so wonderful that our own governor feels compelled to recruit folks from California and New York to move to our state to create better lives for themselves. It's an exciting time to be a Texan if you're here for business. But if you are here as a woman who is concerned about her most deserved and protected rights, you might want to reconsider your trek down to the Lone Star State. This state has made a travesty of its handling of a woman's right to contraceptive advice and education and safe, medically approved methods of abortion. We are being told that we no longer have the opportunity to make our own choices, to access health care wherever we may reside, and that the laws our federal government guarantees us do not count here in the state of Texas. Lord knows I love to brag about our breakfast tacos, but aren't we more than good food, great business, and wide open spaces? We should be champions of a fantastic quality of life for all Texans, whether they be Aggies or Longhorns, natives or transplants, men or women, or rich or poor. I want to know that the state who holds itself up so high they want to take on the East and West Coast will protect and defend my rights to female health care. I know we can be a 21st century, top-of-the-line state who attracts the best and brightest talent, but we need to make sure that across the board we live in the 21st century and ensure that all Texans will be treated equally. I ask you to think about the Texas you want to live in. It's going to be great, but we've got to strike down this bill to get that.